it's Picasso here. Today I have a really super fun video for you on how I create this super interesting graphic design slash photography project. This is my day 11 of my 365 day art challenge. If you're following me on Instagram and Twitter, you already know I've been going ham on this project, so I decided to film this cool thing for you. Hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right to it. So here we have this super fun photo of my model Janine. I'm using the selective tool here to take her out from the original photo that I took of her. We're going to be using two photographs. So there's one and there's the second one. And we're doing the exact same thing with this one using the selection tool. I do have other videos up for you, and I can put them up there. There's a little slide out tab so you guys can check those out. But here I am using the selection tool, making sure I'm going in and just making sure everything is part of the selection tool, nothing is being left out. And so I decided to kind of mess around and play with the perspective on this one. So I'm going to make one selection of her and another selection. So I just copy and pasted that, and I reversed the perspective. So there's one on the left, one of her on the right. And I am kind of playing with what goes behind her, what goes in front of her. I think that's pretty cool. I think it gives that like intimidating like feeling to the photograph. It's super fun. So here I am erasing everything that was being selected from the photos that I originally took her out from. So I'm erasing all the white lines from the original photograph. As you can see, the background is white, so I did grab a little bit of that information from there. So we're just going in using the eraser tool for this one. And again, I'm super picky, so I'm really playing with that moving her around part. So I do have the background layer just in case, but previously I did make another selection of her, so I am playing around with sliding her to left and right to see what I like and what I want her to, how I want her to be framed. So again, I'm using the eraser tool, just taking out anything I don't need. I'm not going super into detail with the eraser tool because I will be essentially I will be erasing, not erasing, but kind of blocking it with other brush tools and something fun to spice up the picture. So I'm not really worried about making it super duper perfect, but making sure the white lines are out of sight, out of mind. And this part usually takes the longest for me, especially because I don't do such a good job with the selection tool. I just do the automatic mode, so I do a pretty messy job when it comes to that, but I make sure I go super into whatever I'm doing with the eraser tool afterwards. So don't be lazy like me. I'll do an in-depth video of how the right way, I guess, how to use the selection tool, but I'm just super lazy and messy with this, so I'm just using the auto mode. And here I am, I'm playing with whatever brush I can find. I found this splatter type of brush, and I am decreasing the spacing as much as I can so I can just do a big long line streak and I'm here playing around with just circular motion, just creating a cool, fun graphic thing in the background. So here's the other part of this project where I do the lines on the dress, and this took me a little longer than I wanted to, but I didn't go super into intricate lines and detail and making it super straight. I'm making it a lot more fun, but still making sure there's not too much of a gap and everything is just in one single file line, if that makes sense. I'm speeding this up a little bit so it doesn't bore you too much, but doing the same thing, just going ahead and filling in those lines. Like I said before, I didn't go into super detail when it came to the lacing of the dress since I was going to cover it anyway. So I am just going ahead and going a little bit too crazy with the line, but that's fine. It really adds a little bit of that graphic detail that we wanted. And I am continuing with the rest of the other two twins. It's the same model, but I made the triple threat. So I am continuing the same technique. I am doing the whole line thing throughout the dress. It doesn't have to be perfect, and if I want it to be perfect, just having that cool like line detailing. Alright, now we're all done with that. Make sure you're labeling your layers. I didn't because I was super messy with this, but definitely label your layers so you don't mess up with those. Create a layer each time you're working on something different. So in this layer I created, she was wearing this cool stickery type makeup thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's for makeup. It's like a sticker. So I am going over that with just a white paint. It's reflective, so it didn't catch much of like a bright source of lighting on that. So I am just going over it with just a white paint covering that part. And also it adds a little bit more of that detailing that I wanted, so it all works out anyway. And I am covering her lips with paint as well. I wanted to do a black lining, so I am going over her lips with a black paint and filling it in with white. So I am working on a separate layer and putting that underneath the black paint layer and filling that in with the white paint. I decided to do that with the other lips as well. So I am doing that black paint again, and overlining, lining it. And I decided to go into just filling in those shadows with the black paint just so it can look a little bit more cartoony-esque rather than something realistic. making her some new teeth too, just to, again, make it more cartoony. I think that was super fun. And I am, again, filling in with the white paint. Make sure you do not overline like how I did. I did not color inside my lines apparently. I'm super picky with my art, so I'm going in and just curving out those lines, make sure there's any weird bumps. And I like to zoom in and out to see how it looks like. Alright, and so now I thought it would be a little bit interesting if I drew lines over her lips, since the whole theme is about lines and just a lot of randomness. I thought it would be fun to create a cool line texture to her lips. And as you can see, I'm super indecisive too. When it comes to my art, I really wanted to make it look really good. The lines bothered me so much, so I restarted a couple times just to get everything to how I want it. It's crazy how you could see my thought process through this entire project by just like starting over again with the lines, making sure everything's good. And I was okay with that, so I just went ahead and did the bottom lip, restarted that a couple times again too. I'm all over the place with this project, but if you're anything like me, you would understand. And finally, I felt okay with however it looked like, and thank goodness they're the same exact photo. All I have to do is copy that exact layer and reverse it, since it's the exact same photo and I flipped it horizontally. So that's what I did with the lips, and all I did was just resize it a little bit and put it in the right placement. again, I am frustrated and restarting that line detailing all over again. Alright, and it looks like it looks as perfect as I wanted it to look, and just a little bit finishing up with a little bit more detailing, a little bit more of that pattern. Thought that extra line on the eye add a little something something to my project. And again, once you start doing something like this, you can't stop. Like, you just want to add more and more to what you're creating, since it's so different and fun, and honestly it brought a different side to me that I didn't think I had. So when creating this, make sure you just go crazy, do anything your heart desires. And here we are. This is the final photo. Guys, please let me know you guys think. I had so much fun creating this for you. If you're not following me on Instagram and Twitter, please do. My Instagram and Twitter is @Picasso. I'm currently doing a 365 day art challenge, and I'm having so much fun. So also, if you guys want to join that challenge, please do. It really challenges you to create the absolute most without really thinking too much into it. And yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope to see you guys very soon with something a lot more like this. Please hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Painting blue, what I'm